Hi, my name's Annalyse-Jayne, and today I'd like to share something back with you that I wish I knew when I first started my business. So a little bit of a background: when I was 14, I started to make my dream of building my own business a reality, but I thought that building a business with no money and no income at all was impossible. But I'm here to tell you today that the impossible is possible. Starting a business with very little money or no money at all and building your way up is entirely possible. And here are a few reasons why. In today's digital age, numerous low-cost or even free resources are available to budding entrepreneurs. You can leverage these tools by using website builders, social media, and freelancing platforms to establish your online presence without a hefty investment. Let's talk about websites. A website builder that I'd highly recommend using is Shopify. And the reason why is because I personally have experienced a fair few website builders, and some of those website builders, including Wix, I didn't really get along with. Yes, Wix is such an amazing website, but they will own your website in a way. You won't have control over your website unless it's for building your website, and there's so many disadvantages towards Wix, and there are some advantages which I will admit, but the reason why I didn't like it is because I didn't have control over it like I just mentioned. And I really like Shopify because I can have control over my business website. And it's very simple and easy to use. It's such a good advantage that you can use because it's easy. You can go onto your phone, it's very accessible, and you can instantly find a tool that you'd really like to use, or you can instantly change your website's name if you search up name on the search bar on Shopify. It's very easy and accessible, like I just said. The second point is that Shopify has access to a variety of features. I'm not too sure how I can go into this point actually, but Shopify does have a lot of features, and there's so many advantages of using Shopify because it's giving you apps that can help you and build up your business, and it's also giving you tips on how to build up your business at the same time. The third point that I'd like to make is there's so many accessible Shopify payments. So you can use PayPal, your normal credit cards, bank cards, and so on. Just anything that you can use to pay for something, you can just use on Shopify. It's very accessible for payments and everything. The fourth and final advantage that I have noticed personally, but there might be a few more advantages to Shopify, but I haven't noticed them just yet. There's a large selection of store themes. Even though there's a limited design option, Shopify gives you a large selection of store themes, and they can be minimalist, it can have so many photographs, it can be like a portfolio, and it's very easy to use and easy to design yourself. And that is the reasons why I love using Shopify. It's very accessible and easy to use. You have access to loads of features and access to loads of payment plans and different ways people can pay, and there's loads of store themes, but of course the only advantage that I have noticed is limited design options. I'd like to mention that you do have to pay £1 monthly, which is very affordable, and I'd highly suggest waiting to build up your website just before you start opening your business. I'd say that it's the last thing that you should be able to do, because obviously you need to build up your business first, and it's how I personally exactly done it, but of course some people like to do it a different way and a different routine. But that is the way it works for me. It works for me because I got to build up my small business, which was still crochet, and build it up to a bigger business with a bigger and better website. So it is affordable to pay £1 monthly, but there are subscriptions that you can use and you can pay for. And honestly, there's no other website that I'd recommend. I'm being completely honest with you. Shopify is such an amazing website builder. Now let's talk social media. Social media So when you're using social media platforms to promote your business, I'd highly suggest using the main ones like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. However, you can also use Pinterest, and I do highly suggest you use Pinterest. Whether if it's just taking a few photos, or let's say you're doing affiliate marketing or you're dropshipping, you can just upload images and photos to Pinterest and you'd instantly get a flow of that audience. And that is what I've noticed that's so good about Pinterest. Pinterest just flows with an audience because of how many people who use Pinterest. Because obviously if you have a specific title, someone can search that title and your image might come straight up and they'd instantly click on it, look at your website and think, oh, I can buy that. So the reason why you should use these platforms, like I just mentioned for Pinterest, is they exposes your business to a wider audience to use. And to use these platforms, they will provide you the audience you want to have, such as, let's say, if you want to sell to teenagers who want lip glosses, makeup, that's very common, and that also gives you an audience. So let's say if you're posting on TikTok, you just need to use some tags, so you just need to describe your content, and then you'd instantly have that flow of an audience, whether if it takes a while, because obviously you do have to be consistent with social media. So this will all influence your sales. Like I just mentioned, it will influence your sales because you're having that flow of audience. And to have that flow of audience, these platforms will allow you to expand your brand awareness, and it will also increase your followers and your sales while also generating leads. The second point that I'd like to make is for you to embrace a technique. So to embrace your a specific technique like crocheting, it will help you prioritize efficiency and cost effectiveness by adapting a minimalist approach, because you're just using one technique. You can reduce unnecessary expenses, carefully allocating your resources, while also bootstrapping your way to growth. And you can also focus on what truly matters for your business. To add to the point I just made, skills, techniques, and expertise matter more than money. It's the biggest thing when you're starting your business. Skills, techniques, and expertise matter more than money. The reason why is because you can start up your own business from just looking at someone who has a jewellery business, let's say, and you see someone making jewellery and you think that, oh, it's easy. And the moment you get a person who wants to buy your products, and you're in a little bit of a puddle because you don't actually know how to make that product. You need to have a specific technique and skill and your expertise. Even if it's just one, it's like I have just one technique that I use to build up my business, and of course you can increase that technique as your business has that growth, because obviously you're getting more money in when you're gradually building up your business, but you need to use that money to invest in your business in a way to make sure that your business runs correctly and your business is also having a good flow of an audience and people who are buying your products. Starting with a little capital, like I just mentioned, with skills, techniques, and expertise can be an opportunity to emphasize your skills, knowledge, and unique value of proportions. You can also leverage these expertise and networking to create a valuable connection towards your audience. It also garners support because obviously you're gaining a lot of support and feedback from your audience, just like I have. I had my first sale in 2021, I think it was. Yeah, 2021 in December. And I realised that I made a little bit of a mistake quite late, and that person came back to me with some feedback, and I'll forever be grateful for that person, because without that person telling me that I need to improve on something, I wouldn't have improved on that skill set and I'd be selling faulty products. So obviously it can be an opportunity to emphasise your skills, knowledge, and unique value of proposition, and you can leverage these expertise and networking to create valuable connections for and gain credibility despite limited financial resources. And that is one of the biggest things. You can gain credibility for your work throughout posting online on social media, whether if it's it's a low quality video, you'll still gain that credibility, because people would be thinking, oh wow, that person has created a product that I really like and it's amazing, and they go and buy it, and they might end up making a video with that product, and people will be like, oh, I want to buy that. Point 4. On point 4, we will be talking about the power of creativity. A tight budget can inspire resourcefulness and creativity. Necessarily, it often encourages entrepreneurs like myself to find a solution to the financial trouble at first. And it will allow you to think outside the box, because at first I really wanted to buy loads of fabrics, but that would cost hundreds to buy loads of fabrics with a sewing machine. So I started off with thinking outside the box and thinking, you know what was a skill set that I personally have, and personally what I have been taught, that I can use to create my own business. That was crocheting. It's such an affordable business idea and technique that you can use, because you can get wool for under £5. You can get about 5 balls of wool for under £5. And personally, because my mum, just before she passed away, she started to crochet, and she's been crocheting for years, just before she passed away. So she had so much wool left over, and I used that wool and her crocheting hooks to build up my business gradually and build up that skill set. And I am forever grateful that she did teach me how to crochet. So back on to point 4, like I was just on, you will be able to think outside the box when you have a lack of money, in a way. You'll be able to think of that skill set that you want to use. You can use your own skill set, like drawing. So many people use drawing as their own business because they're so good at it, and people come forward and they're like, oh, can I buy this? Can I buy that? Because some brands may even contact you. And this had, from what I believe and what I've known, and from my knowledge, of course, some brands do come forward to other artists to paint, let's say, a Nike shoe. It was actually heel. Someone came forward to an artist to paint the heel of their brand. I'm not too sure what brand is it, but I'm sure that I can find the video and upload it onto the video right here. So by finding ways to cut costs, like we was just talking about, it will attract customers and it will deliver products, services. You can also differentiate yourself from competition, and it will foster growth on a modest budget, to be honest, because obviously your competition may be something, it can be a brand like a normal clothing brand. It can be like a normal clothing brand, jewelry brand, and your business will stand out because you're using a specific skill set to build up your business and attract customers, because you have your own unique style, and that own unique style will influence your customers to increase your sales. To be honest, it will increase your sales. That's what I'm trying to get my point as, because obviously you have your own unique style, and many other brands do, like Nike, Adidas, any normal company like that, brand like that. So obviously you foster growth throughout that time. You can foster growth throughout building up your business on social media platforms, and it's also on a modest budget because social media is free, but of course you can use ads. You can buy some ads you can sell some, I'm not too sure how to describe it, but you can use ads that you have to pay for. That's what I'm trying to talk about. You can use ads that you have to pay for to build up that increase of an audience. But of course I wouldn't recommend doing that until you know that you are ready to, and you have that money to invest into doing that. I personally don't do it because I already have a good flow of audience, and to carry on building up that audience with my specific content, it's building up my followers. It can build up my sales, and that's really helpful, especially with Instagram Reels, TikTok, Pinterest. You're instantly building up your own audience because of the content you're creating. On our last point, which is point 5, so you need to gradually invest in organic growth. While you're generating the revenue and profit, you can reinvest the earnings that you are that you are investing into your business, you can reinvest them and use them as your own money. Or you can just invest them back into your business, because of course you need to set specific budgets and specific things that your money needs to go into that you earn from your business. It's like, I am currently earning I need to invest into boxes, I need to invest in stickers, like post boxes, and then I can start my custom orders, which I'm already doing, and I need to invest in that to be able to do this. So you do need to reinvest a lot of money into your business to allow that growth to happen for your business, and you need to allow yourself to learn. I hate to say this, but you need to allow yourself to fail at first. I failed first. When I first started my business, I failed. I'm not afraid to admit it, and I believe that if you don't fail, you're not winning at all. You're just making it easier for yourself, and owning a business is not easy at all. And if it's easy for you, it's just going to get boring. Honestly, it's just going to get boring, and then it will just leave your mind, and you'll just get lazy, and you'll just sit there and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this today, and then you'll lose so many sales and followers and your audience, and you'd have to rebuild that again because of the laziness that you had put onto your business. And I will say this, no one likes a lazy business, and this is why you have to make sure that it's hard, and you have to make sure it's not easy for yourself. You need to set a challenge for yourself and for your business. So of course you want to gradually gain an organic growth, because it allows you to scale at pace that aligns with your financial resources, and this approach ensures greater sustainability and minimises the risk of overextending yourself financially. And that is what I'm all about. You need to make sure that you invest into your business. For the first, let's say, 100 sales, you need to invest that money into your business, not yourself. In the most politest way, it's going to take a while to be able to invest into yourself. Currently, I'm not investing into myself. The money that I'm earning from my work the place that I go to work, that's my own money. With my business, well, I set my money into little budgets. So I set some of my money into savings, I set it into my business, I set it into my personal growth and my personal health and my personal appearance. So I set my money into a variety of sections, and I believe that is the best thing that you can do when you have a job that you're there for full-time or part-time. I'm in a part-time job currently, and I'm obviously investing in so much money, not so much money, I'd say just a little bit of money into myself, my business, and it's in sections. And you need to make sure that when you have a business, you need to invest in your business at first. Like I said, you need to wait for at least 100 sales, save up that money from all of that 100 sales and invest it into your business to build up your business, build up your brand name. You need to invest in a lot of things. It's not easy at all, and I know it's not. I'm going to be real with you. Building up a business without a lot of money will be hard, but there's so many advantages because it's essential to plan. You need to research, and you need to be willing to put in necessary time and hard work to turn your vision into a reality. And with perseverance, adaptability, strategies and decision making, you can create a successful business despite limited funds. And that is my point. These are all of the points I'd like to make for you today. You can have a business with low income. You don't need to have so much money. Some people say, oh, you need to have not millions, you need to have thousands, let's say 1,000 grand and up. And it's not true. You don't need that much money unless it's a high-end business that you want to have. I believe that you need to build up your business. I believe that people should build up their business and watch that growth. Because otherwise, if you go into it really easily, it's just going to fail. It's going to be easy. You'll get lazy, like I just said. You need to make it hard for yourself, but not too hard to the point you're stressing out and it's affecting your own mental health. Because obviously, when you have your own business, sometimes it can stress you out, and being stressed can affect your mental health. But like I said, it's also worth it, and you need to focus on so many important things. Obviously, your mental health is one of those important things, and obviously you need to focus on that. And of course, while you're focusing on your business, you need to focus on your business, or if you're working outside of your business, like myself in a part-time job, you need to focus on that as well, because you don't want to let things affect your work life. And having your own business is your work life. Having a part-time job is your work life. You have to be professional about it. And outside of that work life, you need to focus on yourself and grow for yourself. You need to have that growth to be a better person, to be who you want to be. And saying, I don't know who said this saying, well, this quote, but someone said, I have to think about this now because it just completely left my mind. Yeah, it completely left my mind. So now that I've forgotten it, I'll have to upload it onto the screen. So you'll see the quote that I'm talking about. And this quote, it's something that I use to remind myself every single day. And of course, I will fail. I will be in a struggle sometimes, but that's okay. You need to remind yourself that it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel shitty in a way. And I hate to say that word, but shitty in a way. It's okay. And having your own business with low income and barely any money, it will be stressful. But like I said, it's also worth it in the end. And I really do hope this video has helped you gain some interest towards opening your own business after having some, after having some struggles towards thinking that it's impossible to open a business without any money. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and on the next video I'll be talking about around 7 to 10 businesses that you can make with no money or low income that will help you jumpstart your business, because I'll be giving you some skill sets that you can use, and if you have those skill sets, you can instantly use those skill sets to create your own business. So I do hope you enjoyed this video and you have made some notes about this. You can rewatch this video to write down a few things, because of course I believe that I have gave you a specific set of knowledge towards opening your own business with no money, because of course it's something that everyone wants to do. It's something that people say that's impossible, but it's not impossible. The impossible can happen at times like these when you're opening your own business. So I'm going to put the end to this video, and I do hope you enjoyed it, and leave a few questions in the comment section below. If you do have questions about opening your own business with low income, I'd love to answer them, and I will answer them for you. So I do hope you have a lovely day, and thank you so much for watching.